Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me directly. My email address is tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Email me for pricing, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Today we're discussing a model, part of a family launched in 2007, the Ville Hour Vision, and the annual calendar version came out in 2008. This, of course, is the Ville Hour Vision annual calendar, 41 millimeters in full stainless steel with matching bracelet. The watch is 14.2 millimeters thick. It is 49.3 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip, and the spacing between the lugs a universal 20 millimeters. This is a lovely watch that represents, in my opinion, one of Omega's best, one of my favorite watches from any brand, anywhere, at any price, and a supremely versatile option that could be your one and only watch. On my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, it wears, well, easily. The bracelet is supple and smooth. You feel the mass of it. It helps to counteract the weight of the watch head. As you can see, it's nowhere near overlapping the edge of my wrist, so I recommend this watch for a wrist as small as 14 centimeters circumference. It probably won't clear the tightest of dress cuffs, but hey, loosen up. If nothing else, it'll fit underneath your jacket cuff. Taking a quick look at the hardware here, it is an impressively built watch. You can see this bracelet is quite unique. It doesn't look like any other Omega bracelet, doesn't look like any Rolex bracelet. It's a 9-link design with satin-finished primaries and polished intermediates. You can also see that the outer faces are satin-finished. Removable links are fixed by screws, and yes, there are 3/4 links built in for more precise sizing. You can see from the underside calculated large gaps to avoid pinching skin, pulling hair, or trapping wrist heat. And while I like the look of this watch on a strap, if you do live in humid climes, tropics, subtropics, mid-Atlantic US, it is more practical to have your watch on a bracelet, as you will not prematurely age a bracelet the way you will a strap. Now, of course, the watch includes a folding clasp, double folding with sequential close, and you can see there's a lovely yellow gold Omega logo inserted. It is a twin trigger release, so it can't pop open accidentally. That gives you some security against accidental deployment. And because this watch is also automatic winding and 100 meters water resistant, it does have the soul of a sports watch. It's a dress watch in detail, but it's a sports watch in specification. Now, the case is handsome and intriguing. In the mid-2000s, the Hour Vision, back in 2007, served as the launch platform for the caliber 8500, Omega's first family of all in-house, purpose-built coaxial calibers since adopting the George Daniels direct and indirect impulse coaxial escapement in 1999. So Omega was proud of this, and they made it visible from all 4 facets of the watch. Now, the case also includes a combination of satin finish on the lug flanks and high polish everywhere else. Though it's a 41, visually it reads a bit larger, though it doesn't suffer from the elephantitis and overwrought drama that afflicted so many watches made in the late 2000s. This watch still looks good. Its design has stood the test of time when so many other watches built in that period have fallen by the wayside of style. Now, on the dial, you have one of the elements of the original Hour Vision, the sharply faceted hands, which you could see at center are satinated on their tops and then polished on their outer faces. That is a remarkable level of detailing for a mass-manufactured watch. You can see the same level of detailing on the individual applique hour indices, as well as the frame for the day and the date. Being an annual calendar, it only needs to be adjusted once a year during the jump from February to March, so you adjust it once annually. Applique Omega logo, as you can see, white printing on blue outboard. It is a subtle blue metallic, and then the timepiece includes a rapid setting system for each of the calendar functions. So you can set the date, you can also set the day very easily, and of course the watch includes a hacking or stop seconds function, so you can set it precisely to the second against a reference. The inner bezel is satinated for a soft glow, and then there's this lovely quadruple gadroon that runs around the dial underneath the hour track. Another holdover from the original Hour Vision, where it would have been rhodium plated. Here it's a bit more subtle in dial color. Turning the watch over, you can see caliber 8601 is based on the 8500. The 39 jewel movement with twin mainspring barrels has a 60-hour power reserve, and it's not just a longer power reserve. The twin barrels give you a more even torque release, so when fully wound or largely discharged, you don't see the huge fluctuation high or low of balance amplitude, and that's really the purpose of having 2 mainspring barrels. Now, this watch, of course, introduced the use of a silicone hairspring that allows the watch to basically become amagnetic, the SI-14 system, and they boast about it on the periphery of the case back. You can see 100 meters, 330 feet. Not quite perfect, but the conversion's close enough. That's watchmaking math. You then have a full balance bridge with a free-sprung index so that it's a very shock-resistant movement in addition to being anti-magnetic. COSC certified Swiss chronometer, so very accurate, and then it uses that tri-level coaxial system that really realizes the potential of George Daniels' system that he invented in 1974. It got industrialized by Omega in 1999, but with this purpose-built 8500 family of movements, Omega realized the advantages: longer intervals between services, less friction, longer power reserves, better timekeeping. And then you can see they're both blackened and polished screws with a spiral arabesque Côte de Genève across the rotors and engine turning on the base plate. It's all mechanically applied, but handsomely designed and well executed. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details of what might be my all-time favorite Omega watch.